Hello and welcome to Lord Fenton Gaming Event Reviews. I'm your host Lord Fenton. In today's event review, we're going to review the Winter Star Festival from Monster Hunter World. This event starts on November 29th if you're PlayStation 4 and Xbox players. Now if you're PC players you have to wait a day, which is November 30th, but all three platforms they do end on the 18th of December. First, let's talk about the aesthetics of the event. Let's look at our Porgy. He looks like he's wrapped in a nice blanket. So far, that's not bad at all. That looks pretty good. So far, so good. They started great in that event. What I didn't get earlier is you get free titles and backgrounds more like Christmas-like, which is pretty good if you're into that. Now, if you like Halloween, yeah, then the Christmas one will be good. But still, it depends on your preference. So far, so good so far. Let's take a quick look at our handler. Well, she looks like she's a rich woman in that fur, like a lot of white fur and such. She looks less ugly, but still, that's not bad at all. It's pretty good. You can also get her to look like that all year round. So let's go to the gathering hub and see what's new. Well, it looks like a winter wonderland, and so far the employees there look pretty nice in their fur coats and stuff. They're all bundled up nicely. Fortunately, it looks like not much vegetation, of course. Since it's winter, there is some vegetation like flowers that survives through the winter. Overall, it's very pretty and very nice, and especially nice with the colors. Even the Palicos are dressed like snowmen for the occasion. So let's look at the quest ladies right now. Well, they look good. Same thing with the merchant. So let's go get some grub. Well, so far look, the attack medium up is good. Elemental resistance up small is not bad. If you need resistance, this is a pretty good food, better than the other one. So let's look at the winter one. Let's see how it looks. Oh, cute. It's a snowman. Well, it's a snow Palico, but still it looks good. The animations still look a little bit the same, besides my character dressed up all in Santa gear. And it's not bad at all. It's pretty good though. The stats are much better than the Autumn Festival. So let's look at what we're going to look at next, of course. Alright, let's look at the two new quests there. Now the first one's for the Bristly Crake. And that's for the new hammer. Yes, you're going to get a hammer this time. Now this one's a low level one, which is real nice. You need to do exactly 2 to 4 times, depends how lucky you get the drops, which is the Timberland Troublemakers. You face 2 Angenins, so their hit points are split off. It is real nice. There's even some dailies that was involved in that. I quickly got those done. Now let's look at the other one. This one is King Knows No Fear. That's for the fax tickets too. That's right, there's going to be 2 more tickets for the what do you call it, headpieces. They are the wiggle heads, and the other one's the sealed eye patch. And also your regular events are here, including the Mega Man one that's exclusive to the PlayStation, and the Arch Tempered. Yes, they're all here too. Now at the time of this video, I think KT didn't work for the consoles. I think they did work for the PC. So if you miss those events, that's great. You could catch up on them, of course. That's what you want, including the crown one. Now let's look at the challenges. Yes, all the challenges are back, including some of the ones from Street Fighter. If I remember right, I think they're PlayStation only. I might be wrong. So that's all back. So everything you want to do, you really want to do, you could do easily. So let's go to the workshop now. Alright, let's check the workshop out. Now, if you get any of the Winter Star tickets or the other 2 items I mentioned, well, you will get quests for them, which is real nice. So let's review each item you could create for this entire event. Besides the wiggle heads and the eye patch layer armor, you also create a new hammer, which is the Bristly pincushion. Now this one starts out at 676 damage, 0 affinity, 150 poison. Now let's look at the tree. I will admit this poison hammer is pretty nice if you're starting out, if you want to try that route. Well, maybe not against Pookies, but still, this is pretty good for it. It's nice for you hammer users to now get something for once that's pretty neat, of course. So let's go to the Big Daddy. Now the Bristly Grudge has 1040 damage. Sharpness is now blue, most likely to be at blue if you max that out. 270 poison, I think 350 if you max that out. It's a great poison hammer. Now if you put non-elemental damage on to eliminate the poison damage, oh, you got a great hammer. That even beats out the Wyvern Ignition Sword. So that's great for you hammer users, of course. That's a big positive for this event already, if you love to use hammers, of course. So let's get to the next thing in the menu, besides look at the hammer one more time. Oh, that hammer looks nice. It looks like it's a pincushion with a big old stick on it. And guess what you get to use as a weapon, of course. Well, I'm still looking at it with my Santa gear on. And let's get to the next item on the list, of course, which is armor. Alright, let's look at the Orion set. Both low and high. The stats are the same, but let's review it. I'm going to be honest, I was disappointed in the stats overall. First, the headpiece's recovery up is nice if you need that. Second is flinch free, which is alright if you need that. Windproof is okay, but you're facing two monsters with that really, including the Behemoth. Health boost is good if you do need health. You're facing the Arch Valhazic. Heroics is good, it's more like a suicide build if you're going to do that route. Now let's get to the high level version. Now the stats are the same, but the color looks more red instead of blue. Overall, I'm disappointed in the armor set because the Harvest set was much better in stats, and besides it looked much more menacing. Now if you love the look of it, then yeah, the layer armor is real nice to get too. Overall, the armor was disappointing, so let's look at the Palico gear, of course. Let's look at the Palico. He looks like a cute snowman, of course. That's pretty good. Let's go review that, shall we? Let's see here. First is the, the bell. Looks like a blunt weapon. 10 range, 15 melee, 140-ish on the, what do we call it, ice damage. Now the head is 15 armor, 1 on everything, 4 on ice. Same thing on the body piece. This isn't bad for low level Palicos. Now let's get to the high level ones. We'll review that right about now. So let's see here. That is 50 melee, 40 range, I think. 240 on the ice, and it's blunt. It's not bad. Now the Palico is 46 defense, 1 on everything except for ice. Same thing with the chest piece. So this is a decent build. Now it depends on your preference if you want it or the Moogle set. So let me explain my overall view on that. Palico got some decent gear on that. The Orion set could have been better, but the layer armor is very nice. You get the wiggle head now if you turn those things at the delivery. Same thing with the sealed eye patch. So let's speak about the quests and delivery, of course. That's our next agenda. Now, in order to get your Winter Star Festival tickets, you have to do daily bounties, total of 3 to get it, which includes the limit is 4. So you get 4 a day and 1 just for logging in, so that's 5 a day. That's pretty good. Some are random, were very challenging or easy. I had a Tempered Devil Joe, my second one I ever did kill. So that's all good. So let's look at the deliveries, shall we? Now the deliveries, besides the wobbly heads, which is funny, you want to get that. And quite the eyesore is the sealed eye patch. Now both of those use those tickets. Now the wiggle tickets you get from the wiggle quest, and the ZZ Laku from the seal eyewear quest, of course. So the next thing we're going to talk about is Threads of Orion. Now, if you didn't like the armor but you want to wear the layer armor, this is the go-to for it. This is pretty great. It costs you 5 tickets and it's pretty awesome. And overall, this is a good event to have fun in, of course. So let me give everybody my final verdict. My final verdict is I would do this event despite the flaws like the Orion armor set, and if some people didn't like the Christmas looks. well, this is for you. You could catch up on your crowns, you could do KT when it's up for the consoles, and you do any of the questions you missed out through the other events. So this is a great way to have fun, enjoy the holidays, of course. This is Lord Fenton signing off. Please like, comment, and subscribe my channel. Layers all, and happy holidays, everybody.